Check. All right. What is up, everyone? Giving me a few more seconds here, making sure the audio is perfect. All right, y'all can hear the mic. Game perfect. All right, what's going on, everyone? We are back. I appreciate y'all knowing that yes, last week I wasn't able to be on the stream. I got that stomach virus. Some shit happened. You know how that be. I couldn't really get on the stream. I wasn't. That it wasn't the right time. But I appreciate y'all waiting for this week to deep dive more into the metaverse. Now we're gonna be explaining more on how you can be able to go ahead and utilize the metaverse to your advantage for your business and start branding inside the gaming technology. Now, this is the time for y'all to go ahead and start, innovating new things so that you can have more views to your businesses in all sorts of different ways. There's so many platforms out there, different metaverses that you can choose from VR to non-VR to Web 3.0. So you guys, if anybody does not want to go ahead and be in VR, then you have that web version to be able to go ahead and enjoy the metaverse without having that stuff in your face like this. For those that don't really want to get a device, but for those that do, well, I'm telling y'all, you are missing out. You should definitely get yourself one and go ahead and start utilizing this technology. And also, if y'all like gaming and want to have fun on the downtime, you done your business and you already want to lay back and probably like relax and play some games, I highly suggest it. It is an immersive way to go ahead and see and experience new things. All right, y'all. So here we go. Right now, I'm going to showcase more VR tonight. As well, we'll go slowly into more non-VR and Web 3.0 for the time and for tonight's session. So there's ways that you can actually play games and actually earn, rewards from it with crypto. And there's so many different games out there that allows that and lets you be able to go ahead and make some money. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the VR. All right, we are in Horizon Worlds. All right, we already know what Horizon World is. You could go ahead and be able to make worlds here. This is a great way to start utilizing this area to advertise for your business because it is made by Meta, and you already know anything made by Meta, you can start utilizing your business to the next level with that. It's instead of being in a URL and showing ads, well, you can show ads in a gaming aspect so that you can go ahead and have people that are players, that are gamers, that want to go ahead and they've never seen your business before ever, well, they can experience it in a gaming world, and you have more views and more community to go ahead and jump into your business, your service, your merch, anything that your business consists of. It's in the metaverse, in the gaming technology. So we're gonna go ahead and open up some worlds right here and check it out, just so that you can see how much things that you can do on here. Now, for those that want to go ahead and make money in the metaverse, you want to create your own game, this is the way. And there's a person that I know, his name is Hardy West. He has made so many worlds that are amazing, and the top game that he has here is Black Spades, and you can go in there and play spades and go ahead and purchase yourself like different items that you can have on from the earnings that you make from the game, and have not explicit exclusive things to be able to use towards that specific world that he has, which is amazing. So we're gonna just jump in and showcase it right here. All right, so I muted the music right now so that there's no copyright music on here. So as you see, look at this. There's so many people already on here. Let me go to the main area. I loaded up somewhere else. Let's go back to here. So here we go. There's Black Spades. You load in, and you got so many different options. There's ads everywhere. We got over there a YouTube ad. We got spades, the top tiers, other worlds that he has promoted and made, and the obvious, the rules and regulations to playing the game, and achievements of different ranks up here from the left to right. So as you see, there's different seatings over here. Y'all can go ahead and get a seat and play spades with your friends and anybody that you want to meet up in here and network with and just have a good time. Just like back in the days when Facebook first started, you remember those games that Facebook has that you could go ahead and play like anything. Like there's card games and some like tankers, a bunch of other games that Facebook had created back in the days, and you were able to do that. Now you're in an immersive way. You're inside the game and playing in the VR and experiencing new things. So you go over here, you get your stuff, you start the game. Now you play it around, and once you can actually go ahead and go over here and purchase yourself for 19.99. Get yourself a nice chair, just because you're good at spades and you already got the money and you want to look like them. Look at them. They got some nice chairs going around, and they got to be able to enjoy that. Or $9.99, you get this nice chair. That's that massage chair, and you already know you're good at your game. You're gonna relax and play your game right there. But yeah, this is exactly an example of what you can be able to do for those that want to be a creator and create their own game. This is what you're able to do. All right. So I highly suggest hopping onto this world and check it out yourselves if you have a VR, and check out Hardy West's worlds. He has amazing worlds going on, and it's all about collaborations, guys. It's all about collaborations. All right. You want to collaborate with new creators and learn new things from them. Especially you guys are learning things from me, but you can also learn from everyone else as well. That's what this is all about. It's a community. It's for everyone. So we're gonna go ahead and check out other worlds. Let's see right here. Oh, look, check this out. So a creator is called, his name is by Survivor's Official. Okay, so if y'all watch the Netflix Survivor, you could go ahead and enjoy this game inside the VR. and have an experience and actually play like if you're in survivor mode. So it's amazing. It's like literally you're branding it. You're giving more views to your business. It could be anything. So I'm just showcasing it real quick before we go into more creative mode. And if you have any questions, just drop it down in the comments and I'll go ahead and answer them for you. Is there anything specific y'all really want to see or want to know, or you don't understand the VR, don't understand the metaverse? Let me know. That's what I'm here for. The metaverse is just a gaming technology that you can immerse yourself and have an experience for your business or just gaming, all right? Where it's decentralized. There is games metaverses that are centralized, like Meta is a centralized game metaverse, but the decentralized is like VR chat or anything that's on the Web 3.0, that's decentralized. All right, so this is taking a minute to load. Oh, there goes my headset. Why did they die? I had them charging. Let's see. Oh, we got questions over here. What up? Oh yeah, man. I'm not gonna put music in the beginning of the screen when it starts to stream because I get copyrighted. Just don't want to, get on that. Just roll your eyes at something. No, I didn't roll my eyes, bro. Yeah, man, I was the same way when I first started. It was overwhelming. There were so many different things that I wanted to create, don't know where to start. Just do whatever you do with your digital drawing artist, just start making artwork. That's how I started. Just make art, but in the VR world, just make art. Focus on that, and then you'll find your niche on what it is that you want to start doing to maybe implement into a game. Or if not, you don't need to make games. You could literally show your art in VR. Whatever you made in your drawing, make it in VR, which is a 3D aspect, and have art galleries, and people could come in and enjoy your art. Just it's You don't have to make games. You can make, worlds that are just for people to come in, chit chat, network, and just look at beautiful art, and you can sell them too for whatever you make. They can have that specific art piece in their own worlds, or maybe it could be in a game that they made, and your art piece will be in there. Uh, in the Meta Horizon worlds, it's not called NFTs. They're just assets. So if you have an asset like, you created an art piece, then you can sell it by DMing the people or chatting them with them directly. And if you just exchange like, hey, you wanna buy, if they like that art piece of you or yours that you created, then they could cash app you or however it is that you like your transactions. Then you do your transactions like that. Yes, it's like an NFT, but it's not really an NFT. So people like in Meta Horizons worlds, like that chair that you just saw in Hardy West. Um, they could buy that chair as for an asset for inside that world only, and they can use it for those for the players that are only paying for that specific asset, and they can use it. Anybody else, they can't have those chairs unless they, buy it. All right, so that world I couldn't get in. Let's go ahead and see what else we got here. So another great thing, I haven't been on here in a while, so y'all can see. This is UFC. All right, this is the UFC section. You can watch the fights literally right here. This is look at this. This is crazy. Y'all can go ahead and watch the content right here. So instead of watching it in your TV, just put the VR and watch it in this 3D version. Look at this. You got the whole screen right here. y'all can hit up your friends and meet up in VR and literally watch the UFC fights right here, which is insane. And then you have little sections here to play around of UFC and like win some, you know, belts over here, and you get to put it on. But look, you must be level 5 to pick up the belt. Or right here, you have this little outfit that you could wear. You know, this metal trophy there. More of the belts over here. So that's a great example. You can step up in the ring and fight someone here. We got over here some content to look at, like some pictures of all the other who've been fought before. And you come, I'm not gonna go just yet. You can come over here, hit the bags. You can literally hit the bags. See, I don't want to hit the camera for that. You can literally hit it. The physics of the game is insane because you actually have to force yourself to punch it, and it feels like it. And I'm telling y'all, you can work out using the VR regardless. You can work out in the gaming, like that's next level. Like I feel that force. So yeah, you got a bench over here if y'all want to bench press, get some weights. This was me today. People in the stream, I was just working out. And we can go up here. You got more weights to, you know, do your thing. Fix this one. That's what. And there's this thing that, so in like 9 seconds, I'm just gonna jump or duck. So you actually have. Yeah, you okay? So y'all, so that's how you play the game right here. It's pretty lit. There's the scoreboard to see who got the highest score. And there you go. So that's pretty much it right here. So this is another way that you can do things. Here's a little example of what you do. How to do it, how the game works. Here. And right here, y'all can like set up with your friends and box fight. You know, hit each other in VR. You get on this elevator. You're gonna go to the second floor and you're gonna fight a robot. And be able to practice with that robot. It tells you how to do the punches right here, counter attacks, walk up to the dummy to initiate the fight, and observe the attacks that are being performed. And then the counter attacks by the user, the wristband, that matches the dummy. So it gives you examples of what to do. So that's nice. Make sure that you can tell me what to do. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's hop up to another world. We're just world hopping real quick, just so y'all can see different things that you can do, the capabilities of what the Metaverse is powerful. Like, y'all can do so much. I can go here real quick so y'all can see this, but I'm gonna have to do it so I don't get copyrighted. Do that real quick. Alright, so we're gonna hop into here. This is iHeartRadio. You can literally watch concerts here in the VR. You don't need to go buy tickets and go view some stuff. Let me see, make sure there's 1 second. Yeah, so what I'm showcasing now and mainly inside Horizon Worlds, it's more Roblox feel, boxy type of style. If you want some like legit Call of Duty type of graphics, that's why I suggest VR chat is a spot to go. So we're gonna go more into that in a second. Let me finish showcasing some stuff, and we'll hop into VR chat, and then after that we'll go into the Web 3.0 version of type of gaming. So as you see, we have Doja Cat here, the Scarlet Tour in VR, so y'all can go ahead and watch concerts. I'm telling you, y'all can watch concerts in here. Look at this. Um, yeah, okay, you can't hear it. All right, so this is playing. There's, this person. This is singing right now. What's his name? I don't want to be rude. I don't know who he is, but let's see. Oh my God, my headset's so annoying. All right, my headsets keep like going in and out. I apologize for that. I don't know why it's like unactive. I don't understand why. But yeah, look at this. You are literally in the stage, in front of the stage. You don't need to go be in like bleacher seats all the way at the top and you can't see them. They're like tiny little ants. But now y'all can watch it right here in VR with your friends, have fun, and enjoy front row seat. It's pretty sick. And y'all can do some like little activities over here. There's like a alien spaceship there. Y'all can fly in. Y'all can go up in the clouds and watch it from the tops in the sky. So yeah, and there's challenges y'all can complete. There's little mini games over here. As you see, there's someone right there on a DJ board, and you just stand on whatever it's telling you. You see, standing over there, and the next thing is gonna tell you to go stand on the other part, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. So that's okay. Okay. So we're gonna open up this real quick. Now, this is just a tester world that I have for this channel or only, and that way y'all can experience and learn some stuff here. So, as well in the creator section, if you want to create, you have so many free assets to utilize. You don't have to create from scratch, but I like to create from scratch and use my type of artwork and vibe. So this is a little tiny town that you load up. This is actually a free asset that is provided, and you can mimic it, you can change it, manipulate it into how you want it. Um, and yeah, that you go here, just like a little section cabin over here. Look at this. See, there's different sceneries and whatnot. So yeah, it is kind of boxy. I know this is not appealing to a lot of players, a lot of individuals. Um, it is kind of like boxy feel, but there's other games and other platforms y'all can enjoy. So this is how you create. You press the down button here on your analog stick, which I just use, which is my right hand. You press down, and you open up your builder's mode. Now, when you take these triggers right here, your middle finger triggers, you see the X moving here. This ratio is going in and going out. The more further your arms go apart, the closer you get into the world. The farther apart, the closer you put them together, the more smaller the world gets. So this big old box that you see here, the green one, not this water. This water is actually outside of the boundaries, but this green box is showcasing your boundary of how much you should make sure that your world stays within that same box. All right. So you got to make sure you're creating and making sure your ratio is on point. That's why I like sometimes to create using a asset so I could keep myself to remember, because I sometimes like to build big. I got to remember to build smaller so that it makes sense when you are a actual player. All right, so it can make surrealness and have more room to play around and add more stuff, because the more bigger the items are, the more capacity it creates, and that's when it gets tricky, and then you got to restart, and you don't want to do that. All right, so as you see, um, these remotes right here at the bottom, you have the up button, and that is to select things. We have the duplicate button, so you could grab something and duplicate it, like everything. Like boom, I just duplicated that grass, right? And to delete it, you could just delete it by pressing down on the analog stick like that, and it deletes. You have the paint brush, and that paintbrush is to brush and paint whatever it is that you want to paint. We have the lock button. This lock button is an example. As you see, I can't grab this invisible wall. That's because it's locked, because they use this right here. So unlock it, you just hover over the unlock and it unlocks it for you and you can move it around. All right. Now let's say you move something, you're like, oh no, I messed it up. Just you have a redo button right here on the left hand. You go left and it redos and goes back in place, and you don't have to worry. No stress. You got that there for you. Now that button right here at the top in the left hand controller, you have the walk button. It throws you walk to the actual game so you can make sure and feel to see if everything looks correct on how you made it. And we have the static snapping tool. So this snapping tool is if you want items to be together and making sure that they're aligned. So how you do that is like if I have two items right here and I have the snapping tool off, as you see, here's the box, and when I put that on, you see this little orange dots. These orange dots indicate that that is the snapping area that you want to make sure, and you want to snap it in place. That's how it works. So if I want to snap corner to corner, that's how you do it. Or if I don't want to snap that corner over here, I can snap it here, anywhere, depending on where it is. And as you see, when I have snapping tool, you see these little plus signs that are 3D. That means this is a 3D grid, all right? A 4D grid. So this grid tells you on where it is the item's at, and you want to snap it to there. When you turn that off, you're freely moving that object anywhere in space. But when you click the snapping tool, you're aligned perfectly, and it tells you, hey, this snaps right into the grid. Now, right over here, when you take your left hand controller, you open up the menu button, which is clicking the three lines on the left hand controller. You open up your builders menu, and this builders menu is to be able to go ahead and build. All right, so we have the shapes. This is exactly how you start when you open up that menu. You got all these primitive shapes. These are the original shapes to start with, and do know each shape has its own capacity. Each shape is going to be a certain amount that it can add geometry into your world. So if you take a square, it's not gonna, if you use a lot of squares, it's not gonna use a lot of that capacity towards that, and it will work perfectly. And the sphere, as where with this ramp, the pyramid, the cylinder starts to get a little tricky, and the cone. So the more it does like definition into the shape, it's kind of getting the capacity. How what that means and what I'm explaining over here is when we hover over to the little world button, it literally says world. You go to capacity right here, and it says objects, simulation and animation, geometric complexity, and sound complexity. All right. The geometric complexity is what I was speaking of. So depending on what you use and what shape you use, it's gonna start adding up into there, and it's gonna start costing you on adding into that world. So utilize as much as you can with squares until you can't use it and you want to use the other shapes. Start adding it and start fixing to see if it's something that you want to do. As well, when it comes to geometric, it's basically you take a square and you start making a star using that square. Well, and when you're done, that is a star. Then you are using a lot of geometric shapes to be able to make that. We have the simulation and animation. This is more of like what things you have add on to the world, like from music, from physics, from triggered things that triggers the world. When once you load in or the player goes into that trigger, it'll trigger that sound or that object, whatever the case is. The players play a lot of role into this capacity bar. So it's 15% on that, the text as well, and the dynamic lighting. Now, when it comes to players, when you go to player settings, it shows that there's 12 players available to enter this world. The max that you can have inside of here is 32 players. That's the max that you can have in the world. And when I did that, you see my right hand controller, I put 4 players. There's a missing little box right here that's shaded black. This bar hasn't fully loaded all the way, but when I do this, it turns red because it's already over capacity and it tells you here on your hand. So that you're building, you're like, oh no, how do I know if the world is too much? Well, it tells you, it gets you that opportunity to know what it is. So when you go down, it tells you like 15 is pretty much the good max. 16, now 18 is already pushing it. 16 is like the sweet spot now of what it's already added in here. Now there are tricks and to be able to go ahead and add more players without, ignoring that capacity thing. I don't know if it's patched yet, but you could go ahead and what you do is you you leave it at 16 as an example, right? When you publish a world, this is the publishing page. And this is how you can be able to go ahead and publish your world. And 1 second. Freaking headphones. I didn't get invested in another headphone instead. All right, so the name where you put your name right here, the description of the game, and the content rating. Make sure you always pay attention to this, depending on what kind of game you're playing. Make sure you're doing either for everyone or is 18 and over older. All right, make sure you always remember what that is and put that in. So yeah, we have the comfort ratings. You want to put the ratings on how comfortable it is. The game, it's really intensive. It's moderate. It's really comfortable because there's players that don't want to see so much movements and they could like get headaches or motion sickness. So yeah. So to publish the world and want to go ahead and do that capacity type of trick, when you click publish, let's see. All right, right up here, you see this section. It says publish unavailable. Select content rating. All right, see it tells you. All right, I put for everyone. Now I'm able to publish. That button right here, it says publish. And what I want to do is click that and have this left hand ready to click player settings. Because when you click publish, you go here, move this bar all the way to 32, and it will be loading. Still, this page will still be loading on publishing. Once it's published, it'll say cannot be published, but it's still going to publish regardless. That's the way to do that trick to have 32 players. But do know, depending on how much stuff you have in the world and stuff that's going on, it can create a glitch or maybe be glitchy when people load in and they're like loading like super slow and things are like that coin that's moving around won't probably move smoothly like that. So pay in mind on what you're doing before you publish it like that, because once you do that you can't revert it. So what I normally do is I like to duplicate worlds just in case something happens. I like to save myself. So what I do is to duplicate a world, you'll go ahead hit the three dotted lines and duplicate world, and boom, you duplicated it, you got a new one, and you're gonna mess around with this one. If this one messes up, well, you could delete it, and you got the duplicate, and you could just keep it as normal and not do it again. All right. Now, in the builders menu, oh, 1 second, I'm glitching. All right. Let's go over here. We have the you could put your world once it's published. You could put it visible to the public so anybody could see it. We have members only world as well. This is very specific, so you got to be careful when you do this. When you click it and publish it like that, you cannot revert it. That's why I say duplicate things just in case. But this is a great way for members only. So if you want to have like if you have a Discord or you have a Patreon page, and whoever are your subscribers, well, they could have access to this world, but only paid subscribers. And this is how they could get inside your world. Or maybe you just want to make it for free, but only players that are supporters, they could get in there as well. You can actually publish your world as a beta to let them know, hey, this is not the finalized world, but you can go ahead and enjoy it. And there's going to be updates going around every time. So you want to go ahead and also, when you're up doing it like this in the beta, you want to make sure you have like an area that has a sign and it's going to say, oh, this is version 1 of 1, and this is what the updates are, and then version 2 of the new updates. You give them details of what you changed so that they could go ahead and see what it is that changed. They want to know what's going on in the world. So that's how it is right there. My menu doesn't want to stay up. Okay, so we have right here is the asset library. Now this asset library is to be able to go ahead and get free stuff. You could utilize this and add it to your world. There's free shapes here too that are more crazier. It has more definition, more shapes. for your advantage to go ahead and use, but this does cost a lot of capacity, and it adds into your, it's going to cost you when you're adding these. So be careful with what you use. Maybe use it one or twice for certain things, but if you don't want to use it, then you don't have to, but it's there for you. It's free. All right. We have interactive. So if you're not great at coding, well, we have free stuff here to be able to go ahead and utilize. There's guns, there's guitars, there's axe throwing, there's a harpoon, a harp, I mean, not harpoon, harp, a crossbow range, cheese row, wheel, and so on and so forth. You got the whiteboard here, speakers, a list of players. You got a splatter like slingshot, teleportation, swords that make noise and actually hits, um, paddle toggles, hammers, fashion station, and so on and so forth. Y'all gonna already understand. I'm not gonna name everything. So there's so much things to check it out. We have the toys. You know, like it's all categories, so you don't have to be like searching everything. Just categories perfectly. So we got the toys and all that stuff, so y'all can go ahead and know. We got environments, and it's actually more category inside the environment. If you want forest, landscape, water, pond, plant, sky, backyard. We have structures, different structures for y'all to go ahead and pick. If you want that space vibe, they have stuff there. Interiors, we have like sinks and furniture, industrial, and so on and so forth. Lights, food, animals, vehicles, and wearables. So yeah, that's the asset world. Now another great part in the asset world, you have your own asset world. Now how do you access that? So when you go over here to your building section, the main menu, you have assets. And this is how you have your own assets, all right? You create your own asset world, and don't worry, this is only for you to see. No one's going to see it unless you go ahead and publish it. Um, well, not publish it. You can't even, yeah, you can't publish this stuff. But this is how you could be able to go ahead and build worlds easy, so you don't have to go ahead and remake the same item that you created. You have your own little asset world and throw it in there and you're done. All right, this is a great way to go ahead and have a nice fast workflow when you're creating. Now, this is how you can be able to sell some of your items. All right, so let's go ahead and show that real quick so y'all can know how to sell some items to people. All right, so let's say you are the buyer and you want to buy an item from me. All right, what I would have you do is you create in your own world. All right, and when you have loaded up Horizon Worlds, you go to create. You're gonna create a new world. You're gonna create a blank world, and when you create the blank world, you want to name it that this is your, iDeadshot's asset. All right, and when you do that, when you load in, you want to make sure that when you go into Builders menu, we're in the Builders menu. Wait 1 second, hold up, no. Okay, scratch that. Sorry, it's been a minute. So when you created the world and you're already in it, make sure you open up the menu as you see right now. You're gonna click Manage People. And when you manage people, you want to invite people. And when you invite people, you invite them as a collaborator. But you want to invite them as you want to invite me to your world as a co creator. Someone that can create inside your world. Not a tester, a co creator. Now, when that happens, I could go inside that world and I could drop my asset to your world. All right. And how that happens is when you go to your assets, you grab it. Oh, my capacity is high. Let me move that again. I'll grab my asset and drop it into your world, and now and then that's it. And that's now it's your asset now. You have my asset that I sold to you, and you gave me the money through Cash App or Bitcoin or however you're wanting the transaction to be. That's how you do it. And then after you're done with the transaction and after you go ahead and get the asset from that person, you want to go ahead and click on that and you want to delete them as a co-creator, and now it's yours forever. All right. That's how you do it. Make sure you take them off so that you don't have to keep them there. And that's pretty much it. All right. Because you don't want something to happen that you get it and they run away with your money and you don't get your asset and stuff like that. So keep him as a co-creator if you want to keep him as a co-creator. If there's going to be more more transactions, y'all want to go ahead and go back and forth, keep them as a co-creator or a tester, so that make sure you come back and do the same thing again and buy more stuff from that person. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get off of this. Let's go ahead and get into VR chat. And in VR chat, for my players that want to have that experience of more realisticness, not no type of cartoony, this is your avenue. All right. So if y'all want to learn that, this is your avenue. So let me see right here real quick. Yeah, yeah. You can create. Uh, right now, everything that I teach is going to be here in the Facebook Live, and as well, you could go ahead and access it here. But for those that want their own, like, have it on their own, and don't have to be watching the live, soon enough, I'll be sending, like, be creating some videos on every topic, specifically from what type of VRs there are. Excuse me. What type of VRs there are, because there's tons of VRs out there, and honestly, my favorite is the Meta Quest 3. It is user friendly. It has a lot of mixed reality and other things that you can do with it. Not no Apple Vision Pro. There's a lot of things you could do on that, but it is a very expensive device. So it's for those that are creators. They could use it. If you have the money, then go ahead and get yourself one. But it's not really in the gaming section. It's more in the RP section. So it might be for you, bro. It might be a good thing for you to invest in and start creating artwork from there, because you're using your laptop. It's literally a laptop on the go, but it's on a VR headset. It's a spatial computing device. So let's see. Um, Now your question there, like for like having a website course, but just meta ebooks courses and classroom videos, you can have stuff like that. Like an example, like not in Meta because you can't do that there, but like in VR chat. In VR chat, you can, when you're creating worlds, you can have links to videos. Like you can actually watch YouTube videos in VR chat, and you can leave videos that you have personally and leave it in the world. So when people load in the game and into that world of yours that's in VR chat, they can see a video that's already there. And it could be a course, or it could be a informational video. You could do it like that. But other than that, you can't really do much like that in Meta Horizon, because it doesn't do that. But like to drop ebooks on there, like you can't just give an ebook in there. But I mean, if you know how to do that, then do it. But I've never seen it. I've never done that. I never even thought of that. But yeah, you could, in VR chat you can. So like, here's VR chat. Um, you already know in all my other videos I explain what you can do with it. So let's go ahead and showcase. Let me see if there's a world here, a great world example. Let's go to. Um, there's this world called Crypto City, right? And here they usually host events, and they'll have it live streaming in their platform, whatever live streaming that they do. And they'll host events. As you see right here, when you load up, look, there's like little ads. Like you can have ads there. See, they live stream on YouTube. MrBlockPartyRadio.com. That's who the creator is, and they live stream stuff here. So they have their worlds promoting. This is how you can be able to promote anything. It's like literally a poster ad here. Like you don't need to go buy a billboard in the city because that's more expensive. Like y'all can go ahead and pay the creator to, you know, advertise whatever your business is in their worlds, or if you have want to have your own world, then you advertise your own stuff here. So like there's see you see this video, there's a video playing right there in the background, just the Crypto City logo, but instead of that logo playing, you can have a video, informational video, just loading up there 24/7, running every day. You don't have to be in there, and people can learn about that video, and it's there on automation. So yeah, that's a great example right here for that. Now, I'm uh, I'm gonna get off the VR now because every night we're just going and showcasing. I'm just gonna open up how to go ahead and what softwares you need to start creating for VR chat. So let me hop off of this real quick. All right. So for the remainder of 10 minutes that we have left in the stream, because I've streamed for just 1 hour. So all right. So now to be able to go ahead and make worlds with VR chat, can people without the software go there? Are you saying like without VR chat? Because you would need VR chat to get in that world to watch stuff like that. But you can access VR chat without the VR, and I'll showcase that right now. So this is what you're gonna do. This is what you're gonna need for everyone. That if you don't want to have a VR, you're gonna use Steam. All right, Steam. You're gonna download that. Go to the URL on the website. I'll go ahead and do that real quick so y'all can see. Go to Steam, download. When you search up Steam download, you go to ahead, open up the first link, and click install Steam at the top right over here. And when you install it, it will go install to your PC, and it will load up. And right now, I'm letting this load up real quick right here. Give it some time. Now here's Steam. This is Steam, and to be able to go ahead and open up VR chat without the VR, you're gonna search up VR chat in the store. So what you're right here, this is the store. When you first load up, you go here and search up VR chat, and it's right there. It says for free. Don't worry, you don't gotta pay for it. And then once you have it, you'll click play, and here is the option. So it's gonna tell you want to launch VR chat in Steam VR mode or launch in desktop mode for non-VR mode. That's what you want to select. And when you select that, it'll open up VR chat as the desktop version, and you don't have to have a headset. And this is great for everyone else that doesn't have a headset and doesn't want to get into the headset. Well, due respect, I don't. Everybody has their own choices. I get that. So here's the way to be able to go ahead and access VR chat in the web. All right. Now it's very interesting. Thank you for telling me how you would do. Yeah, yeah, no problem, bro. And as well, so let me open up this again. So right here, we have other metaverses to be able to go get into. Um, the one that I highly suggest right now is called Spatial.io. And Spatial.io is a Web 3.0 type of platform. You could go ahead and create your own world and just enjoy the metaverse just in another version. All right, 1 second over here. Give me 1 second, y'all. So here is spatial.io. So when you load up, you log in. You can log in through your MetaMask wallet, your emails, or Google, however your choice is. That's how you log in. Now, when you log in, this is the capability of seeing. The main option is there's so many worlds to choose from. Even Tommy Hilfiger, the company, has their own metaverse right here, as you see right there. It's Tommy Hilfiger. And we got artwork here. This is a world that showcases artwork. And as well as, there's videos being played here that's automated and you can see all those videos. There's games, obviously, because it's a gaming platform, but you can utilize it to your advantage. That's what's this powerful of the technology. Now, right here is your character. When you click this is your account. You can edit your profile picture, your name, view your profile, and all that. We have the Get Spatial Plus that gives you the capabilities of being able to, you know, do more things with spatial as well. You could buy coins, as you see, there's a coin right here. So if for those that, are gamers and already use gaming technology or play games in general, like Fortnite, you can buy coins and buy assets and buy skins and characters and all that good stuff. You could do that here. So you get coins, you buy like 1,050 for $10, and then boom, you got yourself some money in your wallets, and go ahead and purchase some stuff that people are selling inside their worlds in different gaming platforms, different games that are on here. So like if the Merge Survivor Zombie has like some purchase here to be able to have like a skin or maybe have more power to be able to kill all the zombies, you can by having those coins there. Now you can create your own world here without having to do a lot of like, software stuff. You can go ahead and have a free asset here. You have like a Heaven Stage, a Agora, you have the IO Gallery, more galleries right here. There's an auditorium, outdoor, a boardroom lounge. We have more lounges here at the bottom. So you have this capability of building a world for free without using extra technology or extra softwares to go ahead and make this. It's already preloaded for you, and you can just easily drag and drop into that world and create for yourself for whatever it is. If you have art gallery and you make art, you can drop your images of your art pieces in here and make a little tiny virtual art gallery that people can see. They don't even have to have a headset. It's literally in the website. Now, what's amazing about Spatial, you can go ahead and access it in VR too, and as well your phone. So if you could go ahead and download spatial.io in the App Store on iOS and be able to go ahead and play around with it as well there. All right, so to be able to go ahead and back to what I was saying, because this is showcasing the other metaverse, is you want to go ahead and download Blender. Um, Here's Blender. This is to be able to create artwork. You'll want to or create visual effects. Um, you literally Blender. You could create anything on here. All right, so you want to have that downloaded, Blender. And the other thing that you want to have downloaded is Unity. Unity is another platform to create anything that you want, and it's in the gaming technology as well. You'll create games through here with Unity, and this is how you create worlds for VR chat. All right. I got more questions here. One second. Now with VR chat, you can't create using the web browser. I mean the web version uh from Steam. To create Steam World, you have to use Unity, which I'm showcasing right now. Yeah, yeah. And you can literally create your world for VR chat straight through here with Unity. And this is how it goes. I'm gonna open it up right now. So it'll open up here. I'm just waiting for this to load up. It takes a minute. All right, so here it goes. Unity is powered by VR chat is powered by um, it's called Udon, and Udon is actually a software that is made to make worlds for VR chat. It's called Udon. All right. Now, when you go ahead and create that stuff, it'll literally say VR Chat SDK, and you'll go ahead and add it on there. I'll go more in depth about this because like I said, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to create worlds for my own world in VR Chat because I'm a person that creates more in VR in Horizon worlds. But soon enough, I'm going to be dropping worlds in VR chat and creating characters and all that good stuff. And then I'll go ahead and showcase how to do that once I finalize my worlds and my avatars. And I'll showcase how to do it. And that's going to be in the near future. So stay tuned for more of that. Uh, but yeah, guys, this is how you could go ahead and, create VR chat worlds, but it's not directly through the game. You have to use Unity to create VR chat worlds, all right? And that's pretty much it. So if y'all want to go ahead and, make more worlds in other places, you have Spatial to create worlds directly through that platform, or you're going to go ahead and go to Sandbox, as I spoke with a couple weeks ago. You can make worlds directly through here with Sandbox. And Sandbox, it'll make you download a editor version, and when you have that downloaded, you'll go ahead, like it says right here, game maker right here in my top right. As you see where my mouse is at, I'm gonna grab the app, this app right here. This is what lets you create worlds for Sandbox. And Sandbox is more easier because it's bloxy. It's like, for those that played back in the days, Minecraft, it has that Minecraft texture and boxy feel, but everybody has their choice of type of texture. So you can create games in Sandbox, and you can actually have coins on there. Now you can earn money in Sandbox by playing some games and get some Sandbox coins, and then you could transition that into Sand crypto coin, and you have money right there. All right, and we have the um, last metaverse here is Decentraland. It's a decentralized game, and it's kind of the same thing as Roblox. I mean, Sandbox that has that pixelation boxy feel, except this one has that smooth but anime type of style vibe. All right. So yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all being on the live session. Um, Again, tomorrow we're gonna do more of like touring. Today's session more of preparing you guys on what y'all should really use, what type of software you should use, as well. Hey, there's a MetaQuest 3 y'all can have. We have other VRs like the Vive Index, the Valve Index. We have the big screen, which I showcased a couple weeks ago, that you can have a VR that's literally 3D printed just for your face, that'll fit your face, so no one can, borrow your headset and try to use it because it's literally fixed right into your face and it's snugged and it's super tiny. I do want to get my hands on that to test that out. It looks amazing. It's just like goggles and it's super lightweight. Now in VR chat, y'all can have tracking devices to be able to go ahead and move your body, your legs, and all that good stuff. So that for all my people that like yoga and are yoga instructors, or those that are gym instructors that want to teach people how to, body build, you can use VR chat to be able to showcase your business in there and have, your clients, teach them how to work out using VR chat. And with that body tracking, you could go to a world or make your own world that has dumbbells, and they have their actual real dumbbells in real life, that you're picking up the fake ones in the game, but you physically have the real ones in real life, and you can work out. Or for those yoga, you could do yoga and you'll see the positions that you're doing so that the people could go ahead and follow along. So there's so much things that y'all can do. But hey, everyone have a great night. It's Thursday. Get ready. It's gonna be Friday tomorrow. You're ending that week. Don't worry. Uh, but yeah, guys, like I always say, walk into your reality and let's shape it together. And if you guys want to go ahead and support my stream and support me on making more streams like this, I have my merch store, which is deadartstudios.com, and go ahead and get yourself a merch. I actually have the Metaverse Masterclass T-shirt, hoodie there as well. So if you want to rep the stream of the masterclass is there as well, and there's so much other stuff there that you could go ahead and enjoy and rep around. There's a lot of art pieces that I create from using AI, and y'all can go ahead and wear it. But everyone, stay blessed, stay safe, and have a good night. Peace.